What's up, guys? I want to rip into the volumes of RWBY, mainly the Atlas arc, which is consisting of volumes 7 and 8. And what can I say beyond pretty much chewing up, regurgitating, and spitting out what every other RWBY tuber already said beyond just Penny's existence has as much use as me using a fleshlight. Just a one and done. It's worthless, it's repetitive, I'm bored, done with it, throw it in the trash. That's how much value Penny has. Don't get me wrong, I love Penny. I think she's kawaii desune. But her arc was just the same song and dance. I am not human, I am robot. But you have feelings, Penny. You have a soul. You have aura. You're a winter maiden, therefore you are human. But then I must die because I guess that's pretty much my only story beat. Because I learned how to be human. I became a human, and then I'm dead. At least I could die like Pyrrha. What? No, it's okay. John will kill me because fucking give this man more torment, Diesel. Of course he loved having PTSD and torment. John loves that. He killed his girlfriend. He killed Penny. Who else is gonna kill? Weiss? I mean, be fucking funny. I'm anticipating him just to kill Weiss by accident, and we'll all be like, I knew it. It was gonna happen. It was slated fate. But with Penny, with jokes aside, Penny, I bless her heart. I feel bad that she came back to life. As much as I liked her return, I mean, the fact that Volume 7 didn't really give her this, oh my god, Penny, we saw you, cut to like multiple pieces at the Amity tournament arc in Volume 3, and you're here again. No one shed a tear, despite Penny super tackling RWBY and destroying her fucking ribcage, or at least breaking her aura. He's like, you're alive, and we're not gonna even question that. I'm just gonna give my simple run of it. Penny should have came back as a blank slate. She has no recollections of RWBY or Team RWBY or anyone. She's just there. She has the face, the voice, and personality. But as far as memories go, she does not remember RWBY in them. Since she is the manifestation of Pietro's, living aura, therefore soul, it would make sense that he doesn't have the memories of them. Which I wouldn't mind. And that way, it'll be at least neatly done to have her be a human thing again. And she can meet RWBY all over again. And maybe she could become a full-on girl this time. And then she could go to the Vacchio with Nora and them and learn how to be a human. Freaking feel the sand, the heat, the cool breeze, torment, bloodshed, emotions, death, everything. Instead of just being like, salutations, Ruby Rose, I'm alive again. I'm a winter maiden. Oh no, Cinder stabbed me. Jean, you gotta kill me. What? Dead. Next chapter, next character, Cinder and Neo. What can I rip on Cinder about beyond just being this bad bitch? I stand Cinder, and it's not for what you think. I only stand for volume 1 through 3 Cinder. That's the Cinder I like the most, because that outfit, that hair, that flirtatious, sultry walk, it makes a man down bad. But Cinder later on, beyond being tomboy energy, is just, I'm Cinder. I'm just the sassiest bitch in the field. I could talk down to people. I'm always 4 steps ahead. Where everyone's playing 2D checkers, I'm playing 4D chess. And that's the kind of person I am, despite getting my ass beat in every firefight possible. That's not the main characters. Getting my ass beat in every possibility, no matter what, and still be a snarky asshole about it. Watts probably has more W's than I do, and he has not fought once beyond Volume 7, which is a damn shame. Cinder. Stop. You know that Cinder's gonna be a final villain, or at least the second to last villain before Salem. Maybe it'll be some prediction where she becomes like the Dark Maiden. Maybe she'll get all the maiden powers, and then she'll just be like, yeah, since I have the Grim arm and the Grim probably like infused in me, and I have the maiden powers, so I'll become like the Dark Maiden and become super strong, or those two can't fuse together and I'll be corrupted, so I'll be begging for death or something. She's going to be set as the final villain, where she's going to most likely usurp Salem at some point. So it's going to happen, because they have not once killed her yet, or made an attempt to, beyond just Silver Eyes flashbang, which is a damn shame. The only good time about Cinder when Watts was just generally ripping into her and just calling her a migraine, a shit on the rug, to the fact that every victory she ever had and any victory she could have had was right there within her grasp. If only she just sat down and shut the fuck up and listened to Salem. When Salem tells her to sit this one out, if she did what she's supposed to, easy victory. Could have gone home and did whatever you want. But no, Cinder's lust for power and corruption and trying to kill RWBY for whatever reason just really gets her hot and going. And that's what's her downfall. She takes those L's because she walks into those L's, which makes too much damn sense. And just having Watts tear her apart and having her legitimately shed a tear for that was the best damn thing. It finally knocked out this person down a peg. And Cinder killing Penny was honestly not surprising, because let's be honest, it's Cinder. Who else is going to kill Penny? Neo? Is Neo going to force Piker with that umbrella blade? It's just like Cinder just stays racking up body counts. What else I could say? Neo. Nothing much about Neo beyond just why is she here? I know she's a fan service return. I mean, I like Neo. I like the short mute ice cream girl just as much as anybody. You know, because I stand Neo as well. But why is she here? Honestly, she should be trying to kill Cinder because of the whole Roman Torchwick thing. RWBY got nothing to do with that. It's not like RWBY took her Crescent Rose and just personally decapitated Roman on sight. His ass got ate by a Grim. It's just like, Neo, why are you here? The only thing I'm waiting for Neo to do is going to be the obvious eventual backstab against Cinder and switch it to the good side. Ooh, and that should be a good transition. And speaking of switching sides, fucking Emerald. Why Emerald, of all people, to switch sides? Emerald, the person who has just been ruthlessly working with Cinder, who knows Cinder, who works with Tyrion, Watts, Hazel, and even Adam at one point with Salem, who has been slaughtering people left and right, who got in their way or complicated the narrative. Emerald, of all people, switch sides. I thought she was gonna be in it to the very end, or at least die as a traitor. Nope, she's just on the good guy side. Mercury didn't do it because he's just like, whatever, I'm just in it for the win, in the winning. But Emerald, Neo, I want it. Emerald, no. I mean, nothing against Emerald. It's Emerald. It's like, really, guys? Hazel, yes, I would have loved Hazel. He could have been good. Having them fight against Yang and be like, you're pretty strong for a girl. It's like, oh yeah, I want to try these knuckle dusters, huh? But it's just like, Emerald, I don't see much out of her beyond probably seeing Cinder and start crying at just bursting at the seams. Like, Cinder, do you remember me? And she's like, who? And that'd be the part where she dies. And just like, Cinder doesn't know me? I'm just a pawn? Yes. Dumbass. Cinder uses everyone as a pawn. She values pretty much nobody but herself. Unless you have something that she wants. She treats you like fucking garbage. Salem probably treats you better than this. And that's Salem. She probably would have reduced you to atoms at her own whims if she desired. But her turning good guy, ass. I wish she didn't. I wish before she died later. But that's my point. Mercury, nothing. Because he was there. He was just being Mercury and then he left. Tyrion, the usual crackhead energy. Mass murderer Joker, who should have been voiced by Mark Hamill because that would have been perfect. You know, just fucking just kills Clover. Oh, I gotta wait for that one, but just the same thing as Mercury. He was there, he fucked shit up, and he was gone. Watts, I mean, besides him ripping into the Cinder and then dying in Volume 8, Watts has pretty much done nothing beyond Atlas and hacking and Penny's virus and fighting Ironwood and then getting that ass whooped with that weird ass 12-shot revolver, which should have probably been a semi-automatic or automatic or anything else. I can't really rip into Watts a lot beyond him dying, which I think is kind of like the most shittiest thing that Cinder ever done. Killing off Salem's top engineer and weapons mechanics and everything in between. Yeah, that's smart. Let's go kill off our hacker. What do you want to do? You want to try to brute force your way through everything? Fuck, Neo's not there. It's going to be Cinder and Salem now. And Sam's all like, where the fuck is everybody else? Well, fuck, I don't know. Everyone's dead. And like, oh, you're doing all the brunt work now. Tough titty. Get to work, bitch. Anywho, it just... Watts died an unceremonious death. I wish he could have more. Cinder killing him because she's just petty as normal. It's just sad and depressing because Watts had plenty of potential. We don't even know the man's semblance yet, and he dies. As far as I know, he's dead because Atlas just freaking crashed in the mantle and just become Lake. Who's next to rip into? Hazel? No, Hazel's okay. Hazel was fine. I like Hazel. I mean, besides this whole weak story about Ozpin and his sister dying, Hazel didn't do wrong beyond fighting Salem and then dying himself. But even then, that wasn't wrong. He did what he had to do. So I'm not going to rip into him. Salem, I think the simplest thing about Salem in the Atlas arc is just, why was she here? Because the end of Volume 7 kind of put her on this pedestal as if she was just going to be this uninted final boss, which in my opinion not the best direction, because it made it feel like that volume 8 and 9 was going to be like the finale volumes, which I'm assuming they probably want to end RWBY at that point, but it'd be kind of shitty they did. You can't introduce the God plot and the Relics plot and be like, Salem's here, she's at Atlas, what? Impossible, it's Salem, we're all gonna die. It's like, well, that's dumb. If she wasn't there, then I guess Atlas would probably been a lot more better to watch. Back on the hero side, mainly with Team RWBY first. Yang and Blake. I'm not separating those two because, let's be honest, they work better as a pair anyway. No, fuck Bumblebee. Simple as that. Cancel me all you want. That's just facts. Yang just has the same problem as her sister. Just head and ass, smart mouth, doesn't know what the fuck she's saying. You're better off getting your arm sliced off by Adam, 10 out of 10. I'm just kidding. She doesn't really give a shit. Why is she even here? She's only here for Blake. And speaking of Blake, because I'm now done with Yang, what the fuck is Blake even doing here anymore? I'm being generous when I say this, but Blake's only existence in the Atlas storyline is to be Yang's power bottom, and that's just facts. Because since the ending of the White Fang, the death of Adam, Blake has literally no more conflicting storylines. She has nothing to do with this anymore. She could up and leave, go back to Menagerie, go see freaking Ilya or her family, or go see Sun. The one ship that died to boost up Bumblebee. Because everyone loves Bumblebee, even though it has no substance. I get better substance than licking the bottle of my freaking juice cup. That's just facts. But I'm being serious. Blake has nothing. She offers nothing in the storyline beyond being like, you're so strong, RWBY, and I miss Yang because she just tops me so hard, and that's just the only thing I have for this plot line. Because there was no foreign discrimination in the slightest, and even if it did, Weiss took care of it, which is another fucking thing I want to get to because I'm done with Blake. Nothing else to say with Blake. I'm done with her. I get better doshins off end hentai with Blake, and there's barely any doshins at all. Fuck my life. Weiss Schnee, everyone's favorite Ice Queen tsundere. The dual pack if you ever bought it with Winter, and the triple pack if you ever bought it with Willow. But since we're working on the Schnees, it barely with Weiss. This should have been, like, Volume 7 as a whole should have been a Weiss story. Weiss should have been in the forefront of all of this. Of the Atlas, with her family, with Ironwood, her sister, the maiden, everything. Weiss just gets a fucking binky to put in her mouth and just get thrown in the background. And it's like, this is her home front. This is where she came from. Are we really gonna just throw Weiss in the back seat? I thought Weiss would be the main character here, but nothing comes of it. I kind of prefer if she had a semblance upgrade like Ren did, where maybe she could make more powerful summons, or maybe she could make summons of herself that fought just like her, or just something, anything, or if she became the Winter Maiden, or her sister did, or something. It's the same spot as Blake, where it's just like, why the fuck am I here? What point do I have beyond being the freaking branding on the title? But the only difference is, why this is her home front. So she should have had something going for her here, which is a shame, appalling. Who else? Next team. Oh, remnants of Team Juniper, consisting of isekai protagonist Jean, crackhead energy Nora, and totally not a webtoons protagonist Ren, and Oscar, our other isekai protagonist. Jean's not that bad beyond like the funny thing with the MILF magnet from like volume 7. I think that's like the funniest shit I ever seen. Jean being a MILF magnet. That was the best damn thing I ever watched in RWBY. It's like, damn, Jean, you got it going here. You can forget Pyrrha and go to those mills. They just want a slice of that banana hair. I'm sorry, that meme was just too funny. I couldn't let that go. But with Jean, he, you know what? Jean falls in the category, along with the rest of Team Juniper, in the Blake spot of, why the fuck am I even here right now? Why am I still involved with the story? Which is a shame, because they're pretty good. The rest of Team Juniper just went off to do whatever they want and just went to go train or something and just stayed in Argus or something to help clean up. I wouldn't mind that, because the team feels overbloated as it is. Because what is Jean's going to do besides be leader number 3 and try to keep the group calm while Ren and Nor went to go make out, break up, angry sex in the corner? Because, oh god, that was the worst thing I ever endured watching that volume, those 2 volumes. Watching Ren and Nora try to be together but not be together, only for volume 8 for Nora to shut that shit down because she's like, I don't know who I am anymore. Am I just a character, or am I Ren's cock sleeve? This is a conundrum I'm just now suddenly facing before I get put out of commission for the rest of the damn volume because my writing is fucked. Oh. It's a shame. It's absolutely a shame. I feel bad for this woman. How are you gonna do her dirty like that? Just having identity crisis only to be put out of fucking commission for the rest of the volume. That's like Ruby saying she's gonna train with her silver eyes, only for Salem to take one of those eyes out and be like, now you have one eye less to train. Ain't that a bitch? You know? Or it's like Crow being like, I'm gonna become a better, like, adult, and then just dies in the same second, like getting his brains blown out by something. And that's what it feels like for Nora. And I feel bad for her. She's another one of my favorite characters. I like that crackhead energy, but I wish Nora didn't say that. And Nora is her own character. She's quirky, she's fun, she's energetic. She keeps the mood high, and she, like she said, she just smashes shit. And that's what I like about Nora. Nora, you don't have to be like this third dimensional Deus Ex Max Payne character when you have flaws and you have to suffer and you have to have everything about you written in every book possible and every doujin possible. Sometimes being the most simplest character is the best character. Because there's always overwritten characters that kind of kills the story sometimes. I just like, hey, I'm blah 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 blah, and I just like fishing, smoking crack, and painting. And I'm a fun guy. That's all I am. Just doing that. I don't need you to give me my whole backstory of when I was an orphan and I used to work for the military before getting shipped out into Japan and became a sushi seller. And then I went to America and became a cement dealer. And it's like, I don't want that. I like simple characters. And Nora, to me, is a simple character. And that's what it should stay as. I mean, beyond my own headcanon having Nora become the maiden and dying, but locking someone in the vault when she dies, kind of headcanon. It's what I kind of want. Which I really wouldn't mind. Having Nora become the Winter Maiden, leaving Cinder or Salem to the vault, and when she dies, she just locks them in the vault with her to pretty much live out their days in it forever. Fucked up, but I like it. But regardless, it's just Nora, you don't have to do that. And the shame that she got put out of commission for the rest of the volume, which is even more tragic, thus effectively killing any sense of character she could have wanted. Who's next I could rip on? Ren, my most webtoons anime looking guy here, who's only here because of Nora. And just Nora. Why the fuck else is he here? Just he's here to throw Nora's back out and call it a day. You know he's hitting on the slide. That's just facts. I think with Ren, what could I wanted from him? What could have been siding with Ironwood? Because in their headcanon with that, would have had Ren just being a new member of the Ace Ops to fill in Clover's spot and was not Winter, which I could have really loved, making Harriet the leader and making Ren the newbie in Ace Ops. And that could have really pushed the dynamic with Ren and Nora fighting for, Nora's fighting for Mantle, Ren's fighting for Atlas. It could have really put the strain on the relationships. Therefore, in Volume 8, when it's just like, I can't be with you right now because I got my own problems. That could have worked a lot better. That could have been a lot better to sit and eat through instead of just being like, Ren is just being Ren. You know what, Ren? Go find a person who will love you and not drive you fucking batshit banana crazy. Other than that, Ren is okay. Though I would prefer my headcanon with Ren. That's alright. Who else? Oscar, beyond being the most punished character in Volume 8. Volume 7 and 8, Ironwood did shot him, and then he got captured, and then got his ass reduced to atoms by fucking Hazel, and got rainbow beamed by Salem, and that was pretty much it. Nothing else really happened with, with Ozpin Oscar beyond just the same shit, which is like, we can't really trust Ozpin because Ozpin's shady, because I guess the thought of having a morally gray area as a character just means you're an auto villain for some reason, because there's only two things: you're either good or you're bad. There's just no in between. But nothing to say with those two, nothing at all. But it was just kind of more of them, mainly Ozpin, because he was pretty much right the whole damn time. It was fucking Ozpin. He knows this shit. Ironwood. What can I'm gonna just keep Ironwood short and sweet. Ironwood got the Atom treatment. He got the treatment of, my writing got fucked over, so my character is gonna be just the most unrealistic, unhinged piece of shit possible, and I'm gonna die a death and leave many people who stand me, who love me, who looked up to me, feeling hollow out and empty, like I have no soul, which is only natural. That's how I feel with Ironwood. That's Ironwood in a nutshell. I'm just gonna be a villain and then die unceremoniously and just no purpose. Don't worry, Jacques coming with me too. Jacques gonna die a sad, unceremonious death and not learn a lesson and robbing the Schnees of any resolution with their storyline. That's pretty much it. I don't want to rip into Ironwood too much because we all know how that story's gonna go. It's Ironwood. We all foretold this. Eruption Fang put it in the best way possible. He was relatable. He was human to the cast, to the story, to the audience. And then the story made him this freaking genocide general who only just wanted results and not facts. And just freaking died a death that no one wanted. And it couldn't be redeemed because I guess the thought of having a male being redeemed in RWBY is next to impossible. What the fuck am I reading or watching? High Guardian Spikes? Like, I could be watching that. And I could probably say RWBY will still be better. And that's a damn shame. RWBY's still better than Guardian Spice. I might even take that statement back. I'd rather go watch High Guardian Spice, even though it made no damn lick of sense. I'd rather go watch that travesty. And I like RWBY. That's the insult. What else? No, Ironwood, that's pretty much it. It's just a wasted character whose writing pretty much killed him. Also, his semblance is done by, what's next? Winter. Beyond being shipping bait for Ironwood or Crow, nothing much beyond just that stupid thing she said to Ironwood in the final fight where she's like, you sacrificed nothing, Ironwood. Everyone sacrificed everything but you. Ironwood's all like, bitch, if you don't get, I'm like, don't make me hit you with freaking due process. I will knock your head off. That would piss me off about Winter. She said that shit where she could have talked to him this entire time, or she was afraid of getting doinked by Ironwood on the desk, or whatever the fuck the reason was. It's just like, this man was just, he was, you're making my brain hurt. You making my hair hurt, Winter. You had all this beauty, this eloquence, this smartness, and you fucking wasted by not telling Ironwood to chill out. Oh, stop, you know. Next, I'm done. The Aesops, beyond Clover and Crow being gay shipping bait, which honestly, Crow is straight. Fuck your fandoms, fuck your headcanons. Crow is straight. He likes women. How we not forget Volume 3? Or did Volume 3 get retconned or something? Did we not forget that scene when he's all like, I was defeated by the innkeeper with her miniature skirt length? And Winter, fuck your Lucky Charms, okay? I don't give a shit. Bumblebee was ass anyway. That's just facts. I'm laying down the law. The holy Bible, if you may ask, you may say. But Clover wasn't bad. Him dying, tragic. But the Aesops overall, probably beyond Harriet and Marrow, to me, didn't do diddly dick. I mean, beyond, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Clover was just gay bait for Crow. Harriet was just set over Ironwood and Clover. Marrow was just a faunus who just didn't want to work under Ironwood after Volume 8. Vine, Elm, I don't give a fuck about those cuckle-fuckles. I don't care. They have nothing to give to me, probably beyond fan art bait. That's it. And that's just plain facts. The Aesops offered nothing to me beyond just we work for Ironwood. They are on the same level as the Happy Huntresses. Robin, oh my god, who gave this direction to Robin Hill to be the most feminist ass person here? And she's not even a feminist. She has the same mannerisms and just over aggressiveness as a feminist. I know that's gonna get me canceled, but fuck it. She just acts aggressive and snarky and an asshole for no reason, which really boils my piss to a tea. Cause it's just like, Robin, you are not in any high ground. The fact that she was throwing a bitch fit because she thought Ironwood was gonna arrest her, which is kind of fucking hilarious. He like, bitch, you're not even on the wanted list. That's how little you mean to him, which is kind of hilarious. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Robin. I just think her direction with her character is just kind of just overly spiteful asshole, which has only been Watts' character and not her to be dead ass. Just like, I'm an asshole, but I don't care. I don't really care about the rest of the Happy Huntresses beyond probably like Marigold or May Marigold, because I think she was okay. I mean, the fan art pretty much dictates so I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to get too deep with the whole trans thing, because that's just not my place to speak about. TLDR, not my problem. Never my problem. Go watch a fucking actual YouTuber who does this shit for a living, not me. Who else? No, I think I pretty much just ravaged just about everybody on RWBY. Especially the 2 volumes. Mainly the Atlas storyline. I think the worst offenders were just having Penny die after becoming a human and after becoming the Winter Maiden, which really sucked because it just kind of retcons Penny's character to be nothing after all, which is a disappointment because Penny was going to be this whole human and had this arc where she could be human and feel things and fall in love, not with RWBY, screw your nuts and bolts shipping. She was going to actually fall in love with somebody else, and just live life. Nope, sorry, Penny's dead, and now she's given the powers to Winter, who beats Ironwood with no effort at all, which is a shame. And Ironwood dies a death that he didn't deserve. Before prior he killed Jacques the same way, which is honestly that's the problem with the Atlas arc. So many deaths, probably besides Clover, were just pointless. You had Watts' death, who died because Sydney was being a petty bitch, which is one. You had Penny who died, which completely just retconned her storyline at all about being human and understanding the duality of man and shit. You have Vine's death, which already offends me as enough because he didn't have enough screen time for me to care. You know, like I didn't care. Just like I don't. Yeah, Vine I don't care about. Penny just retcons her whole story. Ironwood, who could have been redeemed but ends up dying because I guess being a man in RWBY's universe, you can never be redeemed. I mean, look at Adam. He died. He could have been a complete later villain or an anti-hero. Who said that? And then there was Jacques, who died by Ironwood's hands for no purpose. First off, he died for no reason besides robbing the Schnees out of a resolution where they could have probably been a real family for once. Hazel died justifiably for trying to, fight Salem at least, so I guess he could die. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, unless you want to count the nameless jobbers currently in Vacuo getting eaten up by the Grim and Sandstorms. Nothing else matters when it comes to deaths. Oh yeah, and Watts. I'm sorry, Watts. Forgive me, Watts Aniki. Watts died because Cinder was just being a petty cunt. That was just it. That's all I have to say. She was just being petty, and she's gonna be a bitch, and she killed Watts. Oh wait, I forgot the most important part. What the hell happened to Pietro and freaking Maria? I guess they're just stuck at Amity Tower now. I guess in the stratosphere. Are they alive? Are they dead? Will we get some communications from them maybe? Or I guess not, because why? Well. I guess those two characters didn't matter enough, despite one of them being literally Penny's father, and the other one that's going to teach RWBY how to use her silver eyes, and was a silver eye warrior, and had more backstory and everything in between. But we gotta go get the Valkyrie. We gotta get the sword from Valkyrie. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Oh my god. Volume 7 and Volume 8. It's the same. It has the same problems as volumes 4 through 5 and maybe some of 6. They have a lot of plot lines that don't go anywhere, and when they do, they're wrapped up so quickly and so unceremoniously. They're wrapped up so unneatly and leave more questions than answers that I feel bad. I pity the characters in the show. I mean, the writing is... I'm not going to rip on the writing because I'm not a writer myself. I mean, I kind of am, but not God writer. But, it's just... The writing was tweaked, or hell, if they had more budget for the show, if they just delayed it and add more episodes to fill in some of these plot lines they want to work with. Like, say if freaking... say if Neo just somehow French kisses Jean on the freaking island in Volume 9. I don't care. Give me 2 episodes of their relationship floundering. I will eat that like it's breakfast. Like a freaking Rice Krispie. But don't just give me an episode when they look at each other in the next episode. Yeah, we're together now. It just kind of happened. We reminisce of our old lovers and they were now together. I don't want that. That's how the volumes have been to this point. Just a lot of things they want to do, but don't either have the budget or the episode runtime to do it. And I think that should be their main focus, to cut down all the plot lines from the sections of, okay, what is bullshit and what is actually worth telling about, and just going with the ones they want to tell. If freaking if freaking Neo breaks Ruby's arm on the entrance to Volume 9 in the freaking Destiny Island, I want that to happen. I want Ruby to agonize and writhe in pain. Don't just be like, she was gonna probably do it, and then we just cut away to Blake and Yang on the island, and John just roaming around, and then Ruby's just holding her arm broken. It's like, this is like 8 episodes later. What the hell? And I guess before I finish this off, I want to say having Jean being there is not the smartest plan. It should have been Ren or Nora, because I mean, beyond having the potential memes of Jean becoming the harem god on Destiny Island by banging all the being all Team Ruby and Neo. What the fuck is Jean gonna do there? It should have been better as Ren, because previously they were Ren and Nora was separated. They didn't want to talk to each other. They just needed some time apart. And having Ren fall down with them would have been a lot better. It made Nora more emotional, because as far as she knows, and as far as anyone else on this side knows in Crow, they're dead. They have fell into the void. They have ceased to exist within reality, you know? And that would make Nora sad, depressed, everything. And not be happy when she sees her loving Aniki, her senpai, alive. Don't tease me, freaking Nora-san. Hanging out with Nora Uzaki. I'm sorry. This video's just gonna wrap up now. Anyway, I guess those are my thoughts and my little rips and ripes within volume 7 and 8. Yeah, damn, 35 minutes, and that's the best I could come up with. Well, I hope you liked this video, and I hope you are waiting for more. More shall come soon, so stay tuned for more. Okay, that was bad. Anyways, au revoir.